Alright, hey, we're, oh god, my voice. Oh god, alright. We are, I feel like I'm far away from the mic, hold on. Alright, so we are back at it again at, programming. So last time I did a bunch of stuff. I did a lot of, just sitting here thinking of how to program stuff. And, I did not know what I was doing, but since then I've done a lot of stuff, so I think in this stream I'm going to go, like, explain a few of the things that I've done. If I look at the git log. Let's see, last time we were at... It's even on Friday, right? Or Thursday? I forget where I was last time. But there's a lot of commits that I've done since then. Done some refactoring of the error types. I've done some service implementation details. I've added some middleware. Refactored the serialization and deserialization to be more lenient. I added authentication middleware, which is really exciting, in my opinion anyway. Refactored some errors, did some documentation, and so we're gonna go over some of the stuff that I did. It's probably gonna be really boring, but at some later point we're gonna try doing something cool. There's a request that you can make in the vtubestudio API that lets you change the color of different art meshes. So I'm gonna try to, like, put on these glasses and try to change the color of the glasses via the vtubestudio API. So hopefully that should be cool. My nose feels a bit stuffy, so if I sound nasally, that's probably why. So we're gonna go into it. Here's the code from last time. I forget where I left off last time. I, like, did a lot of stuff. So I added a bunch of different types. I think I'll just go through the error refactoring that I did. Last time I had, I think I had a big enum that had all the different types of errors that you can encounter. In this one, I refactored it to be, everything's a boxed error now, because there's a lot of different error types that can go wrong. I was using the Tokyo Tower library, and it got really annoying to manage all the different errors. So I've just switched them to be boxed. And so you can have a bunch of different errors here. Before I had an error type that was like, you know, transport error, and there was like application error, and API error. I've just combined them all into one error type. And then you have an error kind that tells you what type of error it is. So API error is like if you got something, you know, the API returned an actual response that was successful, but it's had an error code. And then you get all these different responses that come from the Tokyo Tower middleware that does, you know, attempts to map your requests to responses based on request ID. And here's a JSON error. And then, like, any underlying read and write messages that come in. I think I'll just demonstrate first what I've got done. So there's an example that I have set up that does reconnecting. And so what this does is that it will connect to the vtubestudio API. Try to connect lazily, so if it disconnects, it'll reconnect automatically. And this is the middleware part that I was talking about, which I thought was pretty cool. Originally, I just had it set up as like a one-shot client where, like, you establish a WebSocket connection. If it fails, it just ends. But the cool thing about Tower, which is the middleware service that I'm using, is that it lets you create a service and add a bunch of different layers to it. So I have a reconnect layer, or a reconnect service, and you start off with the service builder, you add a buffer to it so you can send multiple requests at the same time. Oh, you map the error. And then I have this authentication layer that I added, which, when you submit a request and you encounter an auth error, it will automatically try to re-authenticate you using the known token. So if we go to the, let's see, vtubestudio API on GitHub, you guys see, oh god, what the, wrong window, this one. Oh, I have to re-add the window to OBS. Hold on. Let's see, Firefox, this one. So the authentication flow, if you get a API error. If you get a failed authentication request, you're supposed to try to re-authenticate using a token. So the first time you authenticate, you give it your plugin name, your developer name, and a plugin icon. And it will try to... It'll pop up a permission dialog in VTube Studio, and the user can like accept or deny your authentication request. If it gets accepted, they'll give you this auth token that you can use. You can like store the auth token in later requests, and when you reconnect, you just pass this back. And this will allow you to make further requests. Otherwise, if the user denies it, you get this error. So if I go back to the code that I have this auth layer. At first, you start off and you're not connected. You connect and then you submit a request, and you get an error back that says you're not authenticated. This layer will intercept that error and then not return to your client. It will like try to make a request in the background to re-authenticate, and then, you know, if you get a new token, just print it. And then the auth layer doesn't retry, so Tokyo has a built-in, or Tower has a built-in thing called a retry policy, where you specify, you know, if you get a specific error type or a response type, you want to tell it how to respond. You can retry the request on failure, so I have this here. If you disconnect, retry. If you get an auth error, retry. So if I just try to run this, let's go to... This was something I was working on today, but I'm just going to try the statistics request. So if I run this example and I show you guys what's in the VTube Studio. Oh, so this is the VTube Studio settings. And if I press enter here on the... I'm like on the screen twice, but... If I press enter here, you'll see this dialog pop up in VTube Studio that, given the application name that are specified here, the developer, and the icon, or this one here, it'll show up. If I deny it, you'll get an error back in the response. So let's try to deny it. And so you see here that I got an API error from the server, and there's nothing we can really do about it, right? The authentication middleware has attempted to reconnect and try to submit a request and failed. But if we try it again, it'll submit another request, and this time let's allow it. So let's go click allow. And so now the application has permission. It resubmitted the request, and then you get like, you know, the uptime, all this information. You could try like submitting it multiple times, it'll just rerun in the background. And so the interesting thing here is that with the middleware, if I try to deny or like remove access to the API, it'll still like retry it. So let's go to... I'm in the wrong window. Okay, this one. So this is the button in VTube Studio where you can choose whether you want to allow plugins or not. If I turn this off, it'll disconnect the client. So let's try doing that. Disconnected. The client has disconnected, but if I reconnect it, you'll see that it'll automatically reconnect. So there was no, you know, no need to like for the client side to handle disconnects. Let's try disabling it, and then we'll try it again. You get a connection refuse error, and we turn it back on and retry it. It reused the auth token that it had before on reconnect, and it was successful. And if we try to like remove the plugin and give it like not give it access. So this is the plugin that I use on my Stream Deck to, you know, change my expressions and stuff like that. And this is the example that I have. If I like deny permissions for this, select, you'll see the plugin is no longer there. If I try to resubmit another request, it'll get an error from the response and try to re-authenticate using the middleware. So look at that, it's pretty cool. It works like behind the scenes automatically. And so yeah, you see here the only request I'm giving it is the statistics request. I'm not like specifying anything in my application about, you know, how I should retry. It's all handled by the middleware layer, which is pretty cool. And so we try something else, like we try this request, the art mesh request. This is something that I want to try live coding today. There's the thing where you can change the color of an art mesh. So I'm going to try to change the color of these classes at some point. So if I allow this, also, if you specify the original thing where you want to give it initial token to connect with, in this one, authentication layer. Wait, do I have it? Let's go to the auth layer. So in this one, this is how you construct one. You'll give it the token request that you want and an optional token. So like if you already have, you know, authenticated, you want to save the token somewhere so you don't have to re-authenticate every time, you can create an auth layer with the token, and it'll just do it for you. But this one I haven't done it, so every time I restart the application, it'll require me to ask for permission again. But anyway, I submitted the request, and you can see here, this is the art mesh response, which has all the meshes of this Live 2D model. So the model that I'm using right now, I just went in and tagged all these things today. You see I have like a mouth color, bangs, blush. I don't think they're sorted in any way, but I have one that's just called art mesh. I should probably rename that. But yeah, we got all these different art meshes. And there is an art mesh request that you can send to tint something. So soon we'll do that, but let me go over the rest of the application. So the auth layer has a, you know, this is what handles the authentication. I realize this is probably not super interesting to most people, especially if you're not familiar with the vtubestudio API, or like you didn't watch the previous stream. But I just also noticed my mouth tracking is messed up and it's not catching my mouth movements. It's great. Alright, let me recalibrate 1 second. Alright, I have recalibrated. So this is the authentication flow. The service basically works like services wrap other services, so this is kind of like the middleware pattern that Tower exposes. You'll have a service, you'll wait for it to be ready. So Tower has a thing where, you know, you can do back pressure and things like that to make sure your service doesn't get too many requests. You can do like rate limiting and stuff like that. You're just converting the different errors. And then here's the part where we handle the auth error. If we get an authentication error, or if the response is not an auth error, we just return the response that we got. There's no need to like handle it further. And otherwise, we try to call the authenticate method and await for the token response. And then if it's successful, then we return the response with the token. Or the original response. This should be a failed response that comes back. Or an API error. It's the layers will handle the error. So this is the authenticate method. It'll just try to access the stored token and then try to call this authenticate function. And this sort of does a bunch of like annoying logic for, you know, if you already have an auth token, try to use it. Otherwise, try to get a new one. And then after you get one, try to authenticate using it. If that fails, then just try to get another token, because for the case where this token is failed, just try to get another token. And then if you get a new token, then return it, and it's fine. So that's the auth middleware, which is this part here. This part right here. And there's a bunch of other So here's the retry middleware that I made. This one will wrap any service, and then if it returns an auth error, and you have retry on auth error, just return it, or retry again. Otherwise, if you've disconnected, retry connecting. And that reconnection handler is handled by there's something called a make API service here. The naming is kind of confusing. Like, naming is probably the most annoying part about programming. Like, I don't know what to name this thing, but apparently Tower named this thing make service. And this is like a service that makes services, which originally to me was like really confusing. I didn't know what this meant. I know like in Rust libraries like Hyper, which is the HTTP client that most people use for async, there's something called a connect, which is actually a make service. Same thing for the Hyper server. But this thing basically just tells you how to create a new WebSocket connection. The WebSocket connection gets wrapped into API service, and then that returns a service of request response, or request envelope and response envelope. And so this just has a pull ready that calls the inner function. Otherwise, you'll try to make a transport and create a new API service. So this is what handles reconnecting. So when you first submit a request, you'll get like, it'll see that there's no service existing. It'll create the new service, and then on disconnect, it'll try to reconnect to it again, which is pretty cool. You don't have to like implement reconnection logic or anything like that. And the fact that it's a Tower middleware is you can also rate limit it. So if you get a bunch of errors for connecting, you could add a Tower layer for making sure you don't request as many connections at a time. And so that's the cool part. If you just add something in here, like what is it? It's like rate limit something. You have to like enable a Tower feature for it. But currently, I don't have that enabled because this is just running locally and there's no need to. Also, if you go up here, oops. This is logging every time you get a new token. This logs it. This is like local to my instance of VTube Studio, so probably doesn't matter that I'm showing it. But yeah, if you like deny the token and you submit another request and the user accepts it, you'll get a new token up here that you can reuse. And then I forget what else I was going to talk about. So this is the auth, this is reconnection. This is the retry policy. Oh, I did a refactor of the request and responses. So earlier I had, last time I streamed this, I had like an enum of like all the different possible types of requests and responses. And I realized that wasn't very flexible. Like if the VTube Studio API ever added a new field, or if they added a new request response type, it was like really hard for a user to handle that type without waiting for me to update a new version of this library. So I updated it to just accept an arbitrary JSON value, which is not ideal originally, but we have a client wrapper that handles all the conversion for you, which makes it a lot more simple. And so with this, you can just get arbitrary JSON back and optionally parse it to specific types that you want. Otherwise, you can just, define your own request types and response types. You don't have to like depend on what's existing in the library. And so I have these convenient constructors for constructing name, version, and message type. And then we go down here, we have the request envelope, or response envelope. And this is the part where you convert your domain-specific request type to the actual JSON value that gets put in the request envelope. This is when you try to parse the response. So this is where you convert the JSON to like an actual typed data object. So in this one, if the message type matches the message type of the response, try to deserialize it. Otherwise, if it's an API error, try to return the API error to the client. Otherwise, if you don't get the response back, just return this error. So this is the part where explained this part last time, where this is all the requests and responses that you can get. I noticed a few of them were wrong. I had to like fix them from last time. But now hopefully they're all good. I still have this to do for updating the error IDs instead of just having this like integer ID. Just have an actual nice type that you can use. And this is how you specify the API request response structure. So API error implements response, and this is where you tell it what message type you want from the VTube Studio API. So we go to VTube Studio API, then GitHub docs. I actually submitted a PR to fix some typos, but here it is. But yeah, this is the request envelope. Sorry, this part. This is the specific data type. So if you specify the message type in your request response implementation, it'll make sure the data matches when it tries to deserialize it. I also have a bunch of to-dos here to not hard code the error ID. Since I don't have like the enums implemented, I just put error ID 8. I probably have that there like multiple places. So today what we're going to try to do is submit a request to do this art mesh matching stuff. So I haven't tried this yet. I don't know how it's going to go, but hopefully it goes okay. Alright, so this is the request that I just submitted. And here's all the art meshes. So I want to try to submit a request to update the glasses. So I have an art mesh tag called glasses. So let's try to see what that request looks like. So client.send art mesh tint request, I think it is. Actually, let me check the docs. VTube Studio docs. Tint art meshes with color. Okay, color tint request. Let's try to do a color tint request. Color tint request, we have, let's see, what is it? Color tint. Whoops, oh no. Oh no. Color tint, which is a, let's see, color. Okay, we have different colors, and we have this field called Jeb. This is what allows it to be a rainbow colored. So I'm gonna try enabling that. I also enabled default for all these, because sometimes you don't want to like type out all the values. It gets kind of annoying. So let's do color tint : default. I keep getting recruiter emails. Anyway, default. Color tint. Okay, the nice thing about Rust has this spread syntax for constructing structs. So if you want to like use the default value but like change a few values, you can use this. If I do like Jeb here, Jeb true, and then the other field is art mesh matcher. So I probably want to add one of these. Let's see, what's it called in the API? It's called art mesh matcher. Art mesh matcher is this one. Default value. And so what I want to use is I want to tint, let's see, tag exact would be this one. Glasses. So all these other ones I don't care about, I just want to leave them off. And remove the pub. So let's see, I have this, just make sure I have all my parentheses matched up, which is a common issue that people run into. Okay, so client send, oh wait. Okay, so hopefully this compiles, maybe not, I don't know. Oh, this should be up here. And response is, oh, this is the response. Okay, so this compiled, and so I want to try to resend the request. if I go to my VTube Studio here, I'm going to press enter. It's going to request permissions. I'm going to allow it. Oh god, look at this. Whoa, it worked. Dang. See, my glasses are like changing colors? What the? Okay, stop changing colors. I should try doing it. I think it stopped at some point, but if I could retry it. Yo, look at that. That's pretty cool. I was hoping it would do it like infinitely, but I don't know what happened there. So I could tint like other parts of my like art mesh model. If I wanted to like tint my hair color. I have a tag called what is it, hair? Did I call it hair? Hair. I just have a tag called hair. So I could try tinting my hair. So let's comment this out. Let's try tinting the hair. And I think that compiled, and I'll just rerun it. So you'll see here in VTube Studio, it'll ask me to re-verify again. Press enter. Oh my god, look at that. It looks kind of ugly, but kind of works. I have some of the outlines are a bit not matching, but and it kind of works. Oh, look at that. That's real cool. So now I could like, if I write something, I could like map this to a button on my Stream Deck and just tint my VTube model color. And also, if I change to the different outfit, so this is the default outfit. I have the vest, and I've tagged the. Actually, this might be more convenient to do like this. I've tagged the vest part and the skirt part as different parts. So I have like this part is tagged as shirt, and this part is tagged as skirt. So I could like try to change them differently. So let's try doing that. I should probably like save the. Whoops. Should probably save these tags so I know. So I don't have to keep scrolling up. Alright, let's do this. Let's just paste them here. Alright, so I have the, here's the stuff I can tint. I've tinted the glasses. If I try to tint the skirt, let's try doing that. Skirt. Skirt. Okay, let's try this again. Compile. Ideally, I would like have something where I don't have to keep recompiling this every time, but okay, so send the request. It'll ask me for permission, I'll allow it. Oh, look at that. We're truly gaming right now. Look at that, whoa. So I think when the client disconnects, it might like reset the tinting. Or maybe the request like resets all the other parts that have been tinted. But, I mean, that's pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, it just stopped tinting. Maybe it just goes for a set amount of time and then stops. But that's pretty cool. I can change my sleeve color, I think. Do I have sleeves? Sleeve is here. Let's try tinting the sleeve. Oh, but the sleeve is white. I don't think it'll do anything. How about the shirt? I could also do the tie. Let's do both of them at the same time. Right, I have tie in here. Yeah, tie is there. Alright, we're doing this. Actually, I'll just save the token so I don't have to keep authenticating every time. But, whoa, look at that. Okay. Yeah, so my tie is changing color, my shirt is changing color. Real gaming hours right now. You can also change the outline color. I have a tag called outline that I've tagged all my stuff to it. Let me just copy this token so I don't have to keep doing it every time. Okay, so the request here, the auth layer. Wait, so let's see, auth. With token, okay. Dot with token. Alright, so ideally you would not hard code your secrets in your actual code like this, but we're just doing this for an example. Okay, wait, hold on. Type parameter s not declared with token. What? With token s into option string. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I didn't think about that. Okay, so this one could be. Do I not need to specify into? Alright, I think this should maybe just work. Okay, so that doesn't work. I have to do actually like, whoops. Just do toString. Yeah, this secret is only running locally, so if you don't like, if you're not on my local host, you can't actually use this. You can't actually connect to my vtubestudio instance. But anyway, so here we go. We're gonna try to reuse the same secret, and without trying to re-authenticate. Okay, so that worked. Cool. Hey, we're testing stuff in production. Where production is like me streaming it. Alright, so yeah, we can do cool stuff now. So if we look at the tags of what else can we do? I have the Mario outfit. I don't think I've tagged everything properly. Let's try tagging the mouth color. I can change my mouth color. Let's do it. Let's just be like, you know, mouth. Oh yeah, by the way, this is tmux. You can use easily like split your tabs, so you can have it like stacked on top of each other or like, you know, horizontally. Oh, I've just enabled my. Okay, so this like that. So if I send another request. Wow. It's like I ate some candy that's like radioactive. Look at that. And of course my Stream Deck implementation still works, so you can have multiple clients connected at the same time. Alright, so it reset itself. I can press enter to redo it. Wow. Look at that. I can try to tint my outline color. I don't know if that'll do anything, but let's just try it. I've tagged this thing with outline, so I think something should work. Alright, so it's going. I should have it so that I stop. Well, my hands change color. I think I tagged something wrong. Okay, so I think the the tag, my hands were improperly tagged with outline, so they're also changing color. I could tag my skin color. Let's try it. Let's try that. Skin. All right. Skin. What if I comment this out? Let's uncomment the shirt. Can I do so I've tried hair. Let's try this again. Can I just tint my hair color or skin color? Whoa. Whoa. That's kind of freaky. This is so cool. So I could like change the color of my outfit on the fly. Like I don't have to have it, you know, be rainbow colored. I could like, you know, say if I want my shirt to be green, I could pin it to green. If I want my I can't stop looking at this. This is so cool. Wow. Let's just dance. Oh, I think when I submit a new request, it like resets whatever I had. So I have to like redo it, I guess. I don't know. That's a bit annoying. I don't know if it's well documented, like what happened. Yeah, I need to like redo some parts of my VTube Studio model or VTuber model, Live 2D model. That's what I meant. Because the way I have it set up is that the hands are tagged. They're like combined. The skin color on the arm outline is like part of the same art mesh, which is what's causing it to change colors. which is kind of annoying, but it shouldn't be too hard to change. It's just been like a month since I've tried updating it. Alright, so let's see, what can I try to do now? If I try to change this, change Mario. So let's try changing the vest to be like a fixed color and not rainbow. So if I try doing this, let's see. This is like ugly code. I'm just like copying and pasting like code around. Okay, so we want to match the shirt. And so instead of doing the Jeb color tint, let's tint it like green. What is it? What do I call it? Data color underscore G. Color underscore color green. Let's do 200 and not add Jeb. And so the shirt should become slightly more green this time. And also let me put the read line after it. So it'll submit one request and then try to press enter so you redo it. Okay. So wait. Let's recompile this and run it. Whoa. Okay, that's a bit weird. Oh, okay, so the default alpha. I should not have the default for color tint alpha to be 0. And color alpha should be 255. I should redo that. Okay, data. So I should not implement default for this. We're doing some live coding right now, so we're bug fix in prod. So impl color tint. Impl default for color tint. So this is Rust has a convention called default, and this is where you specify all the default values. So if I just do something like this, so I don't have the serde, just do this, and then change everything to 0. Jeb to false. This one will be none. So alpha should default to 255. And so let's try recompiling that. Let's not set this, so this should ideally work. So the shirt should become green soon. Oh, all right. So that worked. Cool. Wow, that's really cool. I can like, you know, write a command line thing to set my shirt to a specific color. I don't know why it stopped, but or like why it switched back. Nice. Wow. You can just hear the excitement in my voice. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, so let's see, what else can we do? If we look at the tags that we've had, let's see, sunglasses. Oh yeah, I have sunglasses. I could try to tint the sunglasses. Let's try doing that. So, sunglasses. Also, the reason I have to do into here is because, Rust distinguishes between static strings and owned strings. So, or sorry, static strings are owned strings, I think, yeah. So you have borrowed strings that are just like, you know, this by itself. This is a static string that lives for the lifespan of the program. But if you have like skin.toString, this is an owned string, so you can pass this around everywhere. You could have different types of ownership. So if you borrow a string, you could, you know, do it like this. But anyway, we're just gonna do it this way. So let's not tint the skin. Let's rainbow sunglasses. Let's do this. So let's see how this looks. Given that the whoa, that's pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. Cool gamer sunglasses right here. Alright, so it's still tense even though if I change my glasses, it'll still keep as rainbow mode. See, I'm really not sure why it resets itself. I might be doing something wrong, but anyway, there's that. Yeah. Alright, so let's look at the requests to see what else I can do with the API. Because now that I have all the requests and responses like listed out, I could like try out all of these. Let's see what's available. First, let me drink some water. Make sure to stay hydrated. I've been talking for like 40 something minutes with like minimal chat involvement. Alright, so hold on. I kind of have this thing where like I get really into programming. Like a lot of times I'll think, you know, I want to program something, but I don't know what. And I'm just like desperately looking for something to program just so I can learn something new. Cause I don't know, for me that's really fun. I get like really into it, and like that's the only thing I can think about for like weeks until until I'm done with it. Like I spend a lot of time thinking about like API design and stuff like this, which is probably boring to a lot of people, but I mean the end result is cool. But the actual implementation, like all the tower middleware layers, like people probably don't care, but for me I'm like, oh yeah, authentication middleware. Anyway, so here's all the examples of VTube Studio plugins that other people have made. I'm probably gonna, when I finish my thing, I'm gonna submit it here. And I don't know how many people are gonna use it, but I'm gonna use it. So here's the API request. Let's see what else we can do. Authentication, statistics. You can get the list of folders. I think tinting is probably the most like interesting thing. So you can load different models based on the ID. Oh, you can have the model spin. Yeah, so I have a parameter on my model for spinning, but it looks like they've added it just to VTube Studio by itself. So I no longer need that param, which is nice. Oh, you can trigger hotkeys. So let's see, if I request a list of hotkeys, let's see, hotkeys in current model request. Let's try that one. Also, there's all these warnings that I should probably get rid of, but it's mostly because I commented out a bunch of code that doesn't work. Alright, so let's try submitting hotkeys in current model request. Client.send. This one. Oh, wait. So this will auto format because wait, hold on. Is this one not? Oh, model ID is optional. Let's do that. So this will list all the hotkeys that I have on my model. Let's just see what it looks like. Oh, it doesn't print. Okay, here we go. Here's all the hotkeys. I have hotkey for toggling sunglasses, for toggling frown, eyes sad, eyes angry, eyes shock, eyes excited. No, this one is excited. Let's see what else. So we have cry, we have smug, we have a hotkey for toggling the Mario outfit. Hotkey for, oh, I have a stop spin, which I don't think I can. It didn't really do anything. So we have a raise arm, which I'm using right now. But the way I'm controlling these are not via the hotkeys. The Stream Deck integration that I have is using Just setting the raw param values. I have a hotkey for dancing. Let's try to do that. Let's try getting the dance hotkey and then triggering it. I have the dab, T-pose, invest, and reset. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to do... Let's undo all this color tint stuff. I should probably keep this one around. So we'll do this. So we get the response, await it. And then the response looks like this, so we want to search for available hotkeys. So response available hotkeys dot find. Whoops. We want to find the one that has name equal to, what is it? Dab. Name is dab. Okay. Might have to do iter find item dot name. So this will return an option of hotkey, and then I want to get its ID. So actually no, there's a thing called filter map that can do this for you. Filter map returns an option, and then we'll do item dot, what is it, name? Item dot hotkey ID. Oh, what language is this? This is Rust. Alright, so you return the hotkey ID. Sum of hotkey ID. There's probably a better way to do this. But I think that works for now. Oh, okay, so filter map, let's see, filter map returns a sequence. There's probably a find, there's something called find map, I think. Find map? The Rust compiler, the Rust compiler will tell you if you try to do something like this, and there's a better way to do it. Usually it'll tell you. Okay, so let's comment this part out. So this one is let hotkey equals. So if the hotkey is found, hotkey ID is found, then we want to send a vtubestudio request to trigger the hotkey. So let's go to the documentation and see what the request is. There's probably like a trigger hotkey. Yep, hotkey trigger request. So if we have a hotkey that matches the dab icon, let's do submit another request. So client.send hotkey trigger request. There's a field hotkey ID. Dot clone. I realize I've just been typing, but you guys can see it. So hotkey.clone. Wait. So this should be the response. Let me just comment this part out, because this is not going to work. Okay, this occurs because item... Okay, I have to clone this. Actually, I don't have to clone this one, but whatever, it's fine. So let's try running this and seeing if I do the dab emote. Oh man, it worked. It worked. If I can press enter to dab, my dab is triggered by the VTube Studio API. That's pretty cool. Wow. So I could also try to, let's see, what other hotkeys that I have. Have the T-pose, vest, reset. I could trigger my dance. Dab. Let's do the dance. Every time I press enter, I can dance. Man, look at that. I could have it alternate between dancing and dabbing. I don't know. Anyway, this is pretty cool. Because the hotkeys that I have on my Stream Deck, all they're doing is setting the param value, and they're not like triggering hotkeys and stuff like that. I was like, it's kind of annoying to have to write something to trigger the hotkey. But now I can. Sorry. Now I don't know how to talk. I'm too excited. I can. What was I gonna say? Shoot. Now I can write a wrapper that can submit this request for me and trigger the dab emotion, the dab animation for my Stream Deck. Instead of having to like, write my own wrapper, I can just use this library, which is cool. Yo, look at that. So that's really exciting. I can trigger my T-pose. Let's try triggering the T-pose. That's an expression. So if I press enter, I think it'll trigger it like enable and disable it. Let's try it. Okay, so I've T-posed. You press enter to T-pose. You press enter to not T-pose. So I can like T-pose repeatedly. vtubestudio API for T-posing. Yeah. I could also oh, you know what? I could change my arm. Okay, I wonder if there's a param for getting the value of a parameter. Let's look that up. Okay, we have a list of art meshes. So we've done this one. This is the one where you tint the art meshes with different colors. Okay, this one is a new feature. Getting the scene lighting overlay. It doesn't work very well on Mac, so I'm not going to try it. Let's see, face is currently found by tracker, list of available params. Okay, this one, let's see. I don't know if this one, this includes all regular params and all custom params. Okay, so this will include my custom param. Getting the value of one specific parameter. Value for all live 2D parameters. Wait. Custom. Feeding in of data for default. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to add a thing to detect my arm. Well, actually, I don't need to read the param. I can just set it because I know what it is. So let's try this. So let's get rid of this. And by get rid of, I just mean comment it out to have this huge mess. So let's see. We have client.send. I should probably like put this somewhere else. Right, whatever. So we want to send the parameter value. Let's see. Add new tracking params. Parameter creation request. So you want to create a parameter creation request. Parameter name. I have to find out what I called it. I have to check my my Stream Deck settings. Okay, called it Wolfie. No, sorry. Called it Wolfie Arm 1. So this will be a value between like 0 and 0 and 1. And so 1 means the arm is raised. 0 means the arm is down, I think. So let's see, we have the explanation, minimum, maximum, and default value. So min is 0, max is 1. I have to do it like this, I think. And default value is so whatever I want to set it to. So let's set it to, let's start off at 0. Arm value equals 0. And so every time we press enter, I want the arm to raise up by like 0.5. So arm value plus equal, do that. Default value is arm value. And then we have to like, we have to set the parameter. So the way VTube Studio works with its parameters is that if you add a custom parameter like this, and you don't send a new value for it, it'll reset itself back to the default value after some time. But a workaround for that is, if you just set the value that you want as the default value, it won't get reset. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to set this to the default value, and then, what is it? There's like another request that I can send to actually set the value. Okay, so that's delete the value. Inject parameter data request. I want to do this one. Inject parameter data. We have parameter values. You want to set parameter value ID is Wolfie arm1 and value is arm value. Also have to turn this into a string. Okay, so what's wrong here? We have a weight. Oh, weight has to be... You have to add the rest of the default values, which is a bit annoying. What's wrong here? Initializer explanation. I don't have an explanation. Alright, so... this one should work. Inject parameter data. Cannot find struct inject. Oh, did I not add this? Oh, inject parameter data request. And then parameter. Okay, I don't have a weight. Let's just do this should work. Okay, so this one, every time I press the enter key, my arm should raise by slightly. So let's set it back to 0. Up, it can't assign to... I have to make it mutable. Alright. I just realized I've been showing Firefox again, and you guys don't actually see what I'm coding. Oh man, alright, so let's go... Let's set this value to be mutable. And recompile. And then rerun it. So every time I press enter, my arm should move up slightly. Oh, plugin has already created, shoot. Whoops. Oh, so my VTube Studio... Yeah, my VTube Studio Stream Deck has set... already registered this plugin? Alright, let me add a new one. Let's call it Wolfie... Let's see, Wolfie arm 1 test. And we can delete its parameter later. So this will create the parameter, but it won't be assigned to anything. So let me show you guys how to do it in VTube Studio. If you go into VTube Studio, and you go, here's the list of all the parameters for your model. So the arm raise is parameter 1. Wolfie arm 1. That's the name of the param that I have on my Stream Deck. And this one gets assigned to the param arm 1 raise of my live 2D model. So this value goes from 0 to 1, and it's mapped to 0 to 1 of the arm raise param. And so if I want to change this to be... So these are all the plugins that have been registered. So if I run my code, it'll create the new parameter. Might have to cancel. Oh, wait, hold on. Custom parameter is missing the parameter name field. Oh, it might be the underscore. I have to like use camel case. Hold on. Okay, Wolfie arm 1 test. Let's try this again. Alright, so I think that worked. So if I go into VTube Studio, and this probably doesn't refresh, so I have to like reopen it. If we go down here, we have the Wolfie arm 1 test that I added from my code. So now I can assign this thing to the value of my arm. If I select it, it should reset it back to 0 because it's been set to 0 by default. So if I go to the code that I have running and I press enter, you should see this value increase by 0.5 because that's what I set it to. So let's try it. Oh, look at that. It worked. 0.5 right here. I could press it again. Now it's 0.10, 0.15, 20, 25, 30. Wow. Yeah, so now I can, every time I press enter, I can raise my arm by 0.05. And I think it can actually go above the default. It can go to 1.05, but my model isn't specified to handle that, so it gets clipped at 1. It also gets clipped at 1 here. Are there parameters for each movement? Yeah, so if you look at the model, or the different params, the app gives you stuff is built into the webcam tracking. So by default, we'll have something like face angle X. You see if I move my face, this value changes. The X angle of my face, and then if I look up and down, this value changes, but see how it goes like past the maximum, and it gets clipped from -30 to 30 in the output. So these are the tracking params, and these are the params that are mapped to your model. So I have it in my model. If value is 30, it looks up. If it's -30, it looks down, and then it interpolates between them. So we got that. We have the eye open. If I blink, you can see this value goes down. You have the eye open. You have eye movement position. So if I look left and right, you can see this value change. But I don't have it mapped on my model. It's kind of hard because I don't have eyeballs. My eyes are just vertical lines. So it's kind of hard to tell when I'm looking left or right. Actually, you can kind of see it, right? If I go like this. I don't know. I can't tell because when I look at the screen, it's not. It's it's moving slightly, but you can't really tell. Well, anyway. You have mouth open. So yeah, when you register your own custom parameters, you're just specifying this value. So instead of using a tracking value from your webcam, it'll use whatever value you pass in the API. So you can pass whatever value you want. And if your VTube Studio model, or if your Live 2D model is configured to use that param, to map to something, you can set it to do other stuff. So let's map this one back to the original Wealthy Arm 1. So now it's controlled by my Stream Deck. I think something is wrong. I think I messed it up somehow, but alright, well, I don't know. Oh, I set it, okay, I set it to 100 instead of 1. Also, now it's slow. Now it's really slow. Oh, because I have smoothing. So if I look at the arm... Oh no, I have it set to auto breathing. Oh yeah, so VTube Studio has a thing called auto breathing. You notice that like when some VTuber models, like, if they're not moving, you'll see them like go up and down slightly to simulate movement, like breathing. The auto breathing param of VTube Studio is what controls that. So rather than getting its value from this tracking param, it'll just like oscillate between your minimum and maximum. So like if I enable auto breathing for like I don't know, for my face, you'll see like I look up and down periodically. Even though I'm not moving my like actual face up and down, the auto breathing does that for you. So I disable it, it goes back to tracking my face. There's also auto blinking. So if you want a param to simulate blinking, like let's say you're using like the Android version of VTube Studio that doesn't track your blinking as well, if you set auto blinking, it'll like, go to the maximum value, minimum value. Well, this doesn't work so well due to smoothing, but it'll go like from 0 to 1, like suddenly. Okay, so we got this. Alright, let's see what else we can do. This is like pretty cool so far. So you can add parameters. You can trigger hotkeys. Let's see, you can... No, that's it. That's the whole thing. That's all. We've gone through everything. So yeah, you could do a lot of cool stuff with this. I'm very excited to do stuff with it. Now let me see what other params can I try to set. I could try spinning. Let's try spinning. So the request for spinning is there's like a rotation angle somewhere. Alright, so this one is the move model request. Let's try doing a move model request. So let's comment this out. Oh yeah, also I wanted to try seeing if I remove the... Sorry. Whoops. If I removed the plugin... Oh, but it'll... shoot. Okay, it'll like re-ask for my key. Now I'll do that elsewhere, but... Alright, so we want to add the move model request. Let's try it. Client.send. Right, and let's check what the parameters are. So time in seconds, values are relative, rotation. Right, so let's just let's set time to 0. Wait, if I submit multiple move model requests, is it going to cancel out or well, whatever? I don't know. Let's just try it. I also realize you guys have not been seeing the Firefox window. I keep doing this. Alright, so time in seconds, values are relative to model, true. Oh yeah, I have this Vim plugin that will automatically coerce snake case to, or a camel case to snake case for me. So if I press, if I select something and I do CRS, coerce to snake case, it'll convert it to a snake case for me. If I do like CRC, it'll do camel case. CR, capital C, no, never mind. CR, what is it, P? Whatever, anyway, that's something that's cool. True. Let's see what else. I have the rotation, so this is Vim, or NeoVim actually. Just go into a new window. NeoVim, I'm not on the latest version of NeoVim because I have everything via Nix packages and the stable channel is kind of out of date, but you could update to 0.5, which has nicer features. Anyway, move model request 0. What is it? Angle is in degrees, so let's move by 5 degrees every time we press enter. And I'll wait. I think that works, right? So this should work. Yeah, so let's try it. Oh, I've moved 5 degrees. If I press enter, I will move another 5 degrees. Wow. Yeah, I think the point of rotation is not about my center axis. I mean, that's pretty cool though. So I could press a button to enable spinning. Actually, I wonder if I were to change this to be, let's see, this is called time in seconds. So time, let's set like 1 second. I will rotate 360 degrees. 1 second. Let's do in 3 seconds I will rotate 360 degrees. Now let's try it. I don't know if this is gonna work, but so it's not going. Okay, values are too high or too low. Make sure the X and Y positions are within 1,000. Rotation should be between 360 and negative 360. I wonder if it doesn't wrap around. Can I do 359? I wonder if it's like inclusive. Or maybe the fact that like I add 360 and it doesn't. Okay, I see. It doesn't like loop around. Unfortunately. You know, I guess I didn't try like rotating the whole way around. Let's just try that. Because I think maybe if I reach like 360, it'll just stop. Size should be between time. Oh, okay. For time, I have to keep the value between 0 and 2. Let's try going past 360. Okay, so that did work. So I think the issue was time in seconds has to be less than 2. So 2 is a maximum. And if I set it to 360, this should work, maybe? I think this should work. So once this compiles, I should rotate. Okay, maybe that doesn't work. Never mind. What if I set it to 359? I don't think it worked. Let's do negative 360. It might be because I don't know, 360 is it's just a full circle, so I might have to like do 2 motions of like 180. So this should rotate. Okay, I guess that works. That's not, I wanted to like go full circle, but I could submit two requests to rotate 180. But I don't think this will wait. This will like submit this request and then right after it submit another 180. And I don't know if those like, I don't know if they stack. I have to like wait for it to... Well, I don't know. Let's just try it. So this will rotate once. Okay, so I think since the other request came in while I was rotating, it just didn't rotate twice. So I guess there's not a convenient way to just like rotate 360 all at once. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. Now we know. I could also move position. Could well, yeah, that's it. That's all the requests. So they're like constantly adding new stuff to this, so I don't know, I guess we'll see what else they add in the future. So this is exciting. We're not using the arm value anymore, I can remove it. And I can remove all this other stuff that I've added. Although maybe I should keep it in a separate document for future reference, so I don't have to like recode this again when I want to actually add it. Let's add it here. Nope, I pressed the wrong thing. Whatever, that's good. Oh, you can't see it. Shoot, I keep forgetting. I wish there was a way for me to like. I guess I could set my Stream Deck to like. No, I don't know. Whatever. I just want to like I wanted to delete all this stuff, but like preserve it so I don't have to like code it again when I want to actually use it in real code. So what I did was like I copied this to a separate document. And I can just save this somewhere. So I think for now we'll go back to the model tint request. And then... Oh, I need to reset my rotation. My model is still rotating. So let me set my absolute rotation to 0. We don't need this one. This part can be commented out. Let's run it. So I should be rotating back to normal. Whoa! What? I'm huge now. Hello. I think Oh, you know what it is? It's the, in the request, let's see, this was the, what is it? Movement relative. Values are relative to model. So if I set, position X and size. So the fact that I didn't set size means it set my size to 0, rotation to 0, position to 0. Which I think is not what I wanted, but... Anyway, we're back to normal now. I had to like resize it manually in VTube Studio. Alright, so we got that. We have reset. And let's re-enable our cool color tint. Whoa. Oh, I think my entire outfit changed color, but not my my arms. Mario. Okay, this one. Shirt, Mario. My vest has changed colors. My mouth. I know, I guess people who weren't here at the beginning probably also missed this. This was the first thing I tried doing. There's a jeb param where you can enable your color tinting to be rainbow. Alright, so let's try, what else can I do? I could have this toggle like my expression, like change this value via the API, but I already have that set on my Stream Deck, so I'll do that differently. Let's see, color tint. Let's just wait, mouth. Let's just set my skin color to RGB again. Wow. I guess I could have this like I could become angry. I could like change my entire skin to red if I just like go like this. Oh no, I'm angry. I'm red Wolfie. Or you know what I could do? You could cool thing about this is like if I can connect this with like the YouTube API and if I have monetization, I could like, you know, you could have it so if you get a super chat, you can change the color of your model. So like, you know, you send a blue super chat, it'll change some parameter. I know there's people on YouTube or Twitch who have YouTuber models, and you know how on Twitch they have this thing called channel points, and you can redeem them. Like, you know, you watch a channel for a while, you get channel points, and then you can redeem them by like changing the color of a person's model. I think I saw like Maya, the fairy VTuber. She had something like that where like people could redeem channel points to change her hair color, change her eye color, and stuff like that. So that's some cool stuff you can do with the VTube Studio API. It could be like triggered via Twitch API integrations, or I don't know if people have done it on YouTube. Yeah, you can change the whole model. Spin wheel function. Oh yeah, you could, yeah. I haven't watched many VTubers on Twitch, so I haven't seen much of this, but I know it's probably like super popular for people to do stuff like this. But yeah, this is the future of whatever. YouTube integration is not as great. I guess like I don't know. I could try doing it. Once I get monetization, because I mean YouTube doesn't have channel points, so you can't really redeem anything. You could probably have like a listener for super chats, like someone sends a $100 super chat, like a red super chat, you can turn your skin red. I don't know. You can do that. I'm not sure why it resets itself though. Like I would have assumed that it just lasts forever, but at some point it just stops changing color. Anyway, it's been like another 30 minutes. You guys should make sure to drink water. I'm gonna drink water right now. Delicious water. You can also have like a... If you have like the bot that tells you to drink water, you could have it like watch the YouTube chat for the bot message and then like trigger an animation of your VTuber model drinking water. I don't know. Well, actually, let's try let's put back the dab. This one. So this one, every time I press spacebar or press enter, I will trigger the dab emotion or dab hotkey. And just change my colors. Once this compiles, I will dab. Nice. Dab on compilation success. You could have that. Just have a script that every time you compile something and you succeed, and you happen to be running VTube Studio, your model can just dab. You could have it, I used to have a thing that read Team Fortress 2 logs. So like every time you get a kill in TF2, it'll write an event to a log file that you can just read. Like as events come in, read the log file and detect that you've killed someone. I had like a TF2 cube A papercraft, and it had like a servo motor in it. So every time you get a kill in TF2, it would like, you know, rotate a bit. It would like move its ears. So if you have a game that you can detect logs for like events that happen. Let's say like you get a kill in TF2, you could like trigger a dab. You could do a bunch of stuff. It's really cool. Oh man, alright, so what now? Well, I've sort of run out of stuff to do in the VTube Studio API. We've covered like a lot of it. I think what I want to do going forward is clean up this API a bit, because my client is it's a bit annoying to set up. Like if you look at the reconnect, I have this custom like builder, and I want like this should be a pretty logical default. Just do client.new and it'll just do all this for you and not have to like custom build it yourself. Is drinking water an American thing? No one does. You mean people don't drink water? Where are you from? I would have assumed that people everywhere drink water, but I don't know. I know people like in America also just sometimes just drink tea and coffee or juice, but I guess it depends. I don't know. Like when I was in the office, I would just drink water. There'd be tea sometimes, but water is the best beverage. Nothing beats water. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna set the... I was trying to write the client to be a bit more generic. So like rather than having to set it up every time, you have like a client builder with sensible defaults. So like here I tried setting up a client builder, retry on disconnect true, retry on reauthentication true, auth error true. This buffer size is like not really too relevant unless you're sending like multiple requests at the same time. You have a default auth token and a token request. But I tried creating this builder, and ran into a few issues with like boxed dynamic traits in Rust. This part, it doesn't let you specify clone, which is a bit annoying. So I had all this like layer builder helpers, and the underlying tower library was a bit annoying in terms of like it didn't let you... The box service, which erases the inner types, doesn't implement clone, so I had to like try to work around it. Anyway, this is like a bunch of like Rust specific stuff that most people probably don't care about. Water is the most abundant beverage. It's true, that's why bottled water companies try to sell you on water. I don't know, I usually like at home we have a water kettle and we, you know, boil water. I know people just have like water filters and they just drink straight from the tap after filtering. But that feels not safe to me. We've always just boiled our water and just wait for it to cool down. Yeah, boiling, that's the logical thing too. You just kill all the bacteria or whatever. Anyway, yeah, that's it. That's the VTube Studio API. I think I could play Tetris. Spent an hour and a half talking about this. Now we can go play Tetris. I don't know. The last time I played Tetris was like, what, last week or like a week and a half ago? So I'm still at the same place where I was last time. So I wonder if I set my glasses to RGB, will it stay? It probably won't stay that way forever, right? I don't know. I was hoping it would like stay RGB forever, but it does not work that way. Boiling will kill bacteria, but if there's metal or minerals, it would stay. Oh, okay. Well, you could like filter. You can filter the water and then boil it, I guess, if you really wanted to. All right, so let's try playing some Tetris. I don't know. I will go get my controller, and we will play some Tetris. Switch. Oh god, there's double BGM. Alright, hold on one second. Alright, it's time for Tetris. Whoa, Tetris. Y'all ready for Tetris? For me to be bad at this game again? Wow. Oh, my glasses stopped being RGB. Headphones or surround sound strongly recommended for maximum enjoyment. Okay, there's a photo sensitivity warning for people who are bad with this kind of stuff. All right, so we're playing Tetris. Where's the music? There it is. Whoa. So we're continuing where we left off last time. So we made it to like the second to last level, I think. And this one starts off pretty fast. I don't know how much talking I'm going to be able to do because oh god, it's so fast. Okay. It's been a bit since I played this. So I need to practice, I think. Last time I also did a bunch of cool T-spin triples. And I forgot the song had lyrics. I still don't know what they're saying. Oh, that was a mistake. I kind of thought about like just streaming this game like without mic, just like have it on and just play. But I never found the time to do it this past week, just because I've been so into programming that I'm like doing this like not going very well. It's not even that fast at the moment. Okay, this is okay. This is fine. I also need to get better at like looking at what pieces are coming up next. I have like this issue where I just look at the current piece that I have and not pay attention to the other pieces. Okay, this is okay. This is going okay. Oh no. This is fine, this is good. Oh man. Okay. I just did a mini T-spin by accident, I guess. Actually, I feel like this is going better than it did last time. And then just as soon as I say that, I've cursed it. This is not going well at all. Oh. Oh no, no. Oh no. I should not have said anything. I've cursed myself. Wait, okay, this is okay. This is... Oh wait, okay, first try, I guess, first try. Last time I tried this level so many times and I didn't get it. And today I got it first try. Alright. I guess that works. Alright, so now we're on the last level, I guess. Hearing actual music from a stream. Does this count as actual music? What was like the BGM from before, was that not actual music? Whoa. Oh. Whoa, hieroglyphics? I mean like music that has lyrics, I guess. Make sure to follow them on Twitter. Like, comment, and subscribe. Man, I still can't believe like it took me so many tries to get it last time. And today I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna try it, and then I got it first try. I guess sometimes you just need to like take a break. And then as soon as you come back to it, it's like you get a first try, and it's nice. This happens sometimes when I'm programming too. I'll like spend a long time thinking about like the best way to program something, and then I'll come back the next day and I'll be like, actually, this is fine. So I'm gonna set up a T-spin triple right here. You guys ready for T-spin triples? Wow, I've done it. Gatekeeping the definition of music. I used to listen to just like video game music, like just by itself, a long time ago, and like I didn't listen to, you know, I guess quote-unquote real music that had lyrics. I would listen to like, you know, Ragnarok Online background music and stuff like that. Until I like got into anime, then I listened to like anime openings and endings. And now I just listen to whatever Spotify recommends me. Sometimes they'll recommend like some really obscure songs. Like, well, maybe not obscure, but like, you know, for people in the US. Just like, I'll get like a random Japanese album from like 1995. And, you know, I've never heard of it. Most people I know probably haven't heard of it, but it's like apparently like a classic. With like really weird album art. There's that one I posted about on Twitter like a few days ago. The album art looked like a meme, but it was like a legit album from 1995. This is going very well.
I'm surprised at how well it's going. You know, Fly Day China. I've never heard of that. I do get recommendations on Spotify of like a lot of like indie Japanese bands that like you look at their like album art or their cover art or whatever, and they all look very similar. It's like 4 guys just with very similar hairstyles. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Whoa, it's going really fast now. Oh, no. Also, people who didn't watch the previous Tetris stream, the notes of the song are actually based on like me moving the pieces, which I thought was really cool. Like every time I press a button, it does a note, and it like matches up surprisingly well with the song. Like it sounds natural. Like the song was normally sounds like this. Oh. This is. Oh no, please. Why? Oh no, what am I doing? What am I doing? No. Oh. No, we failed. Well, I'm gonna be playing this for like another 45 minutes, so... 45 minutes, hopefully we can clear this one stage. And I think last I checked, I'm near maybe like 600 hours away from the monetization requirement on YouTube, which is pretty cool. Just a few more streams. No. It's kind of weird because like I don't really even care about like monetization, but just the fact that it's like they list it as a requirement and that it takes so long to get it, I'm just like, well, I'm almost there, so it's like it feels exciting. Does it show you the average hours per stream? It'll show you the hours you gain for a specific stream, but not like the average across all your streams, I think. So I think usually I'll get like between 40 to 60 watched hours per stream. The previous programming stream was actually like a lot higher for some reason. I got like 100 watch hours from that. And like it tells you where the views come from, or like people click through from like other websites. A lot of people seem to have found that video from Reddit, but like it doesn't tell you what thread it came from, or like what, but I think someone linked it on Reddit and people watched it. Yeah, usually most of my traffic seems to come from like holodecks, or surprisingly like very little of the traffic comes from my own Twitter. Like I only post about this these streams on my sub Twitter account, and most people either come from holodecks or people who are already subscribed, and I guess they get the notifications. There's someone asking about programming VTubers. Yeah, I feel like there's not too many of them, but I know a few. Some of them are active on the VTube Studio Discord, actually. It is indeed a niche, but I would like to see like a corporate VTuber who does programming. But I guess the issue with that is like, unless you're in like a big, really big company, like, you know, HoloLive, I guess is the only really, as far as like EN VTubers go, like, the money you make from programming probably is a lot more than what you would get from VTubing, so a lot of people who would do it are just doing it like part-time, or like just for fun. Like programmers, I mean. But you don't see many EN VTubers that are corporate talking about programming. I know like what is it? One of the people from Prism Project did like some programming streams, or like a cybersecurity. But I would like to see more stuff like that. Wow. Okay, I think what I should do this stream is try to learn how to actually read, like, or how to look at what pieces are coming up next instead of just winging it. Oh yeah, Luto was a VTuber. Oh yeah, there was like a, what is it? Sundaria, one of the VTuber agencies, had a new VTubers release that they had male VTubers finally. I mean, as far as like indie VTubers go, they're like one of the more well-known ones. So it's kind of cool to see that they have actual male VTubers now. I feel like all the male VTubers that I've seen are like, they're indie, but like, you know, indie like by themselves versus like indie as part of a small indie group. Oh, I messed up. I mean, I haven't actually watched their debuts because I've been watching too many VTubers. This was also a thought that I had recently, like, what if I just spent less time watching VTubers? Because I kind of schedule, like, I don't know, too much of my life is scheduled around the schedules of, like, when VTubers are streaming. Like, my whole stream schedule is, like, you know, when there's no other streams that I want to watch, I will stream. Well, as far as, like, streams that occur around this time of day, and I was just like, I don't know, what if I just, like, watch less VTubers? I don't know, man. If I just spent less time watching VTubers? It's like, when I get really into stuff like programming, like, I guess I could just leave them on in the background, but usually, like, if I have a stream playing, unless it's like something that I really don't care about, it's kind of hard to focus on other stuff. I mean, I guess that also oh shoot, I messed up. It also kind of depends, like I'll watch Northern Lion streams. I'll just leave them on in the background and I can like focus on my own stuff pretty easily, but like when it's actual, like, for whatever reason, for VTuber streams, I find it harder to focus. Oh no, oh god. This is not going well. Oh. VTubers ruin lives. Oh, nope. Okay, we're doing okay, I guess. Oh, can I do it? I can do a T-spin. Nope. I could have done T-spin. Ah. Let's turn on the RGB again. You watch 2 to 3 streams a week. That seems like a good amount. I think where I run into issues is like when... What the heck did I... Okay, hold on. Let me restart this. Can I... It's like when a VTuber is streaming like past midnight and I'm just like... It feels like the stream is about to end, so I'm just like, I might as well stay up for the rest of it. And then it ends up like the stream goes on for so much longer. And I'm like, I should have just like gone to sleep. Like there was the stream this past weekend where Pomu was playing Akiba's Trip. And it was like, I think like near 1 AM or something. And you know, she was like at the end where she was reading super chats. And I was like, okay, I guess the stream is ending soon. I could just stick around for the rest of it. But then she like went off on this like tangent about like time zone and they should be abolished and how we should have like a time gloves and all that. I'm just like, why am I here? I could be sleeping right now. And I've been thinking about this for a while, but I just spend too much time watching VTubers when I could be doing other stuff like sleeping. Also, the whole like daylight saving time kind of like messed me up. I would like try to sleep before. There was like a few days in a row where I would try to sleep before 1 AM, and I did succeed, but then like the next few days I just like was watching VTubers because their streams went on past like 1 AM and I'm just like, oh no. It's 3 AM over there, right? But yeah, now that daylight saving time has happened, I get really tired around like before 1 AM because that's when it would normally be 2 AM. But now it's like 1 AM. And so I've actually been sleeping before 1 AM on several days. So in a way I've succeeded, thanks to the weird system of having to set your clocks back 1 hour. This is going surprisingly well, considering how things have gone before. I also found out on the Northern Line subreddit that Fauna from HoloLive EN actually watches Northern Line, which was cool. I was not expecting that. I like don't know any like people who really watch him. It's surprising because like he's like the, you know, when the Twitch leaked the whole like how much streamers get paid and all that, like he was the number 101 on Twitch in terms of like money gained, and like no one that I know really talks about Northern Lion much. So it's kind of cool knowing that he was actually up there. But yeah, there was like a time when Fauna was doing a super chat reading like 2 months ago or something, and someone said the word Northern and she was like, Northern, that's a really special name, but I won't say why. And then she made a reference to like esports legend Northern, and just like people who know, just like, okay, she watches Northern Line. Thank you for liking my work. I actually haven't drawn, like, haven't made an animation in a while. Fauna watches quite a few popular streamers. Like, who else has she like referenced? because I actually haven't watched many of her streams. There's like too many streamers to keep up with nowadays. I know as far as like a lot of VTubers seem to like watch a Donkey. Like I don't know anything about Donkey, but I know like Ame watches Donkey. I've heard like a few other people reference him. And then like Callie watches like Charlie. I forget what his actual name is. Moist Critical, I think. Oh god. Oh no, oh no. Okay, this is where I have to actually focus. I'm like actually focusing now. Oh no, oh no, no, not like this. Okay, let me do that. This is oh no, what? Shoot. Alright, well anyway, oh, I tried. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Imagine if Anna had a crush on Markiplier. I know, well, Pomu watches, like Red Letter Media or something. Do I watch any Japanese VTubers from Hololive? Not really. I'm subscribed to Polka though. I'll watch her occasionally, but actually no, Polka has like those like Legend of Polka pre-recorded videos that she has sometimes, and those have subtitles. Sometimes I'll watch those, but I don't think I've watched one of her like live streams in a while. Man, I think I was like really close to beating the level that time. It was just going too fast, and I was messing up. Also, the spam bot that I got last time showed up in Pomu's chat a few days ago. And I was like, yo, I know that spam bot. That bot was in my own chat. And then it was at that point where I was like, it's like I'm a real streamer now. I get the spam bots and that actual real streamers get. I feel so accomplished now. Imagine feeling proud of getting spam bots. Couldn't be me. Alright, well, anyway. We're playing Tetris. Just a chill time. Enjoy the music. Nope, I should not have done that. No, we're fine. We're fine, right? This is fine. This is not fine. I should not have done that either. Mini T-spin. Oh no. Why am I doing this? Okay, well, let's stop being fast. Oh yeah, speaking of like popular streamers on Twitch, I know like Illyra watches Ludwig, and I didn't actually know much about him other than like a few times when he's collabed with Northern Lion, and he was also in that crab game collab that Iron Mouse had a few days ago, last week. And there was like a clip where like Illyra and Ludwig were in the same match. And I forget what the clip was, but like I don't know, like Illyra was like a huge fan of him, and he said something, and he was like, actually, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. This is not. This tangent is going nowhere. I don't know what I was gonna say. It was just kind of cool to see. Oh, Dream was also there. Dream, the Minecraft streamer, who's like really famous, and I don't know him at all. I only watch him in collabs with other people. Yeah, that's my experience. He had a collab with Northern Lion like a few, like last week, and they played Super Auto Pets, and Northern Lion is really into that game, and I guess he got Ludwig really like addicted to it also, to the point where like he's gonna hold a tournament for it. I should probably like stop talking if I actually want to win. Because I think this talking is affecting my ability to actually play this game, but then at that point you're just watching someone play Tetris and not talk, so... Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna Tetris. And I have messed up. Man, there's people who like can play this game and also like chat while it's going really fast. And, like, I don't know how they do it. Like people who are like really good at Tetris. But I think most of the people who are like really like famous at Tetris, like they will stream without talking because I guess their gameplay shows for itself, or like it they don't need to, they're like high level enough that they don't need to converse. There's a clip where Okayu was interacting with a Japanese comedian. Yeah, I saw that one. He was like asking like, I didn't know Okayu is like the name of like rice porridge or something. And he was like, oh, you're named Okayu, you must like rice porridge, right? And she's like, actually, I like onigiri. And he's like, oh, why are you named Okayu? And she was like, well, do your parents name you like after the stuff you like? No. Alright. I was trying to watch Super Auto Pets. You don't know how the game works at all. I think if you watch some of the, if you play it yourself, or you watch some of the early streams where he was still new to the game and trying to figure it out, it'll make a lot more sense. There's like a lot of decisions he makes that are like based on stuff he's learned in other videos, like meta defining stuff. Oh, alright, let me redo this. Streaming is yeah. Yeah, speedrunners can like well, I mean speedrunners who have like practiced the same trick over and over again. Probably just like coast until like they get to a part that's actually hard and they have to focus. Oh. That was a bad place to put that. Yeah, a lot of like high-level streamers, they just they'd be like, oh no, oh man, and like people who are like good at FPS games also are kind of like that. They'll like get a headshot and be like, yeah, I got a headshot, or like, you know, they get killed and they're like, oh man, I should have, oh man, that guy's a stream sniper. Oh, this parody is awful. The stack is like not, it's really bad. This is really bad. Okay, this is fine. Nope, it's not good. Also, I think like Nina from Niji Sanji En kind of like found her niche as like a roguelike player, because like she was streaming what was that game called? Darkest Dungeon? Like a lot. And I guess people are like, you know, you don't usually see like a lot of corporate VTubers play roguelike games like that. And she was like good at Risk of Rain and like all these other games. She was talking about like Hades. Oh, I got the spam bot. The spam bot is here. Yo, I saw you. I saw the spam bot in Pomu's chat. Now you're back. Oh, I was talking about the spam bot earlier. I was here. Yeah, I'm good enough to get spam bots now. Just speaking of the spam bot. Anyway. Oh, that messed me up. What I need is like when I get monetization, I need the spam bot to like super chat at me. That's when I'll really have made it. When people will name themselves after the spam bot and send a super chat with the spam bot's name. Or like become a member as the spam bot. That's when you know you've made it. Discord, yeah. Discord shows up in my chat, I'll be like, I will not respect Discord if Discord shows up in my chat. I don't respect corporate entities trying to pretend to be... I mean, I guess they are chat members, but like, I don't know, something I just don't like when Discord does that. As soon as Discord comments in chat, everyone's just like, oh, Discord, it's Discord. Discord's here. I love Discord. And then it'll keep going until like the streamer acknowledges it, or like, you know, it's been 2 minutes. Everyone has to be like, yo, streamer, did you see Discord was in chat? You should read what Discord said. Discord's here again. Discord simping for VTubers. Yo, I love Discord. And it works. They get people talking about Discord, so I mean, I don't blame the social media manager, just like they're doing it and it works. Just people are too susceptible to brand engagement. They're like, this brand likes the thing that I like, yo, they must be cool. Not me. If I get NordVPN in chat, I'll be like, get out of here. I don't want you advertising your product in my chat. But then inside I'll be like, yo, that's when I know I've made it as a real streamer. I can like deny like real corporations in my chat. Also, I think the fact that like some companies are just really known for advertising, like you know, every website is like this is sponsored by Skillshare or like, you know, Raid Shadow Legends or whatever. Like people will, I think that's probably like a valid marketing strategy, right? Just become so known for doing sponsorships that people will turn your brand into a meme and like promote it themselves. It's like, I don't remember the last time I actually seen like a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship like stream or like a video or something, but people will still talk about it because they do so many sponsorships that people just associate Raid Shadow Legends with sponsorship streams. So people will promote it themselves, like I'm doing right now. Like I'm talking about Raid Shadow Legends, even though no one brought them up. I've never seen Raid Shadow Legends referred to as RSL. It's actually the first time I've seen that. Everyone always types out the full name. Wolfie Shadow Legends. Actually don't know anything about that game. Despite like everyone talking about it, I'm just like, I don't think I've ever actually seen gameplay of it. Actually, that might not be true. I might have seen like a bit of a sponsored stream once. Actually, do you think there are like people who like stream Raid Shadow Legends like not sponsored? Like people who just do it for free because they like the game? Probably, right? I feel like probably most of the people who are streaming it are like have been paid to do it. It's bad. Wow. Yeah, I don't know much about it. That is true. Like if it's actually a good game, they probably don't need to promote it as hard. But like clearly, like probably the promotions work, right? People probably do actually play it. Like they have a lot of money that they spend on sponsorships. That money has to come from somewhere. Okay, now it's slow again, and I can actually focus. Alright, let me drink some more water, hold on. You went AFK on Twitch and you came back to a raid. Streamer actually played Raid Shadow Legends. Oh. Yeah, that's also something that's like weird to me. Sometimes I'll like leave a stream on in the background and then like hear like I'll come back and hear like someone I never heard before. There's probably an option in the settings to like disable following raids. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like most people don't stick around. Actually, isn't YouTube adding rating at some point? I saw an article about it. For some reason, like, it's like part of Twitch culture, so maybe it works fine, but like, when I see it on YouTube, it's just a bit weird. Because like, YouTube doesn't have shared emotes across channels. So I don't know. YouTube is like copying a lot of Twitch features. They're like gonna have gifted subscriptions, or I mean, gifted memberships, I guess. I feel like the big difference between Twitch and YouTube, from what I've seen, is that YouTube like membership streams are kind of common, right? People pay money for members only content, whereas on Twitch, I feel like that's not really a thing, right? I know at some point they were going to add like members or subscribers only streams to Twitch, but people got really upset about it. But like on YouTube, that's just like normal, right? That's what people do normally. Usually just leave unless it's a small streamer. Yeah, but they won't notice. Actually, no, that like the streamers that I watch, they don't really raid small streamers. Like the only real streamer that I watch on Twitch is Northern Lion, and he always just raids his wife's stream because his wife streams usually right after his stream is over. So yeah, I don't know. I don't usually experience that a lot. Wait, I keep forgetting I can do this. Oh, never mind. Nope. Yeah, I mean, I used to like the whole shared channel emoji thing on Twitch, but I think after I got used to YouTube, I'm just like, yeah, maybe I don't really like the fact that emotes are shared across channels, because a lot of times just like the emotes that I see, I just was like, I don't know what this emote is even supposed to represent, and have to like mouse over it. There's like a problem with a lot of emotes is that they're not really they're not optimized for small sizes, right? You usually have to mouse over them to see the name of the emote to see what it's even trying to like represent. And then so when you have like, you know, you can get emotes from any channel on Twitch. You see an emote and you're just like, what is that one? I've never seen that one before. But like all the time. It does encourage like subscriptions though. Like people will sub to channels for emotes, but like never actually watch the stream. Like they just like the emotes, which I don't know. At that point, it's like it's about the emotes and not about the content, which just kind of sucks. But I have like idled in a few channels, and when I come back, I get an alert like, you've just been awarded a random gifted sub. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I can use these emotes. But like, I don't actually go back to watch the streamer usually. Or, like, it depends, I don't know. Oh no, oh no. Wait, I did not mean to do that. Okay, now I'm stuck into using this, whatever mode this is called. Oh no. I pressed the wrong button. Oh no. Oh. Okay, this is fine. This is good. Look at that T-spin. That didn't even count as a T-spin, but I did it. Go! Look at that. I'm doing it. I did something. I did something. That's the most something I've done this whole game. Finally. Is this the run? Can I do it this time? Yo, what? This is so clean. Look at this. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Can I undo this? Never mind. I just wasted it. I keep wanting to press the hold button, but it does that instead. Alright, never mind. Never mind. I thought it was going well, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. We can still save this, right? I can do this. Like, I can't even read chat while I'm doing this. I can only see, like, the orange text that says someone has said Wolfie. But I can't actually see the message without... Okay, now it's going really fast. And this is the part where I need to stop talking. No. Ah. All right. Anyway, let's chat. Tell me you were watching Jerma and he raided Yanners. I saw some clips of like they were like watching each other stream. Like Yanners said something and Jerma like watched it live and he like was pretending to. What is it? He like put on a different shirt to pretend like he was watching it on a different day, and then they're just like watching each other's clips. How about the raids? Raids like Raid Shadow Legends. Alright, this is probably the last last attempt. After this, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Imagine if I get it on this try. What am I going to eat? I don't know. Something. Some kind of food. Yeah, I like Tetris Effect. I like the fact that the music is like dynamic and reacts to what you're doing, and it still sounds really natural. It's like really cool. The effects are cool. Music is nice. Ah. This keeps happening. No, okay, no. Last real attempt. This one didn't count. Oh yeah, I think I played that Space Invaders one. It was on the DS, right? Or 3DS, or I think it was the regular DS. Oh, that was a mistake. PS3. I think there are probably multiple of them. I think since this is the last game, I should try to play it without talking at all. What if I did that? After this, I will not speak until I lose. Ah. Oh. Ah, okay, alright. Okay. Alright, well that was a good game. We've tried to Tetris. I put on my gamer glasses. Okay, well that's it. I'm gonna go eat food or something. I don't know. Go watch some streams or drink water or something. I'm gonna go into the void. No, there's no secret ending. Alright, we're just ending it. Goodbye. Thanks for watching.